This video is on Rowlatt Act full detailed information, so do watch full video, don't skip. Let's get started. One. Introduction. The Rowlatt Act. The Rowlatt Act, officially known as the Anarchical and Revolutionary Crimes Act of 1919, was a law enacted by the British colonial government in India during the early 20th century. It aimed to suppress revolutionary activities and dissent against British rule in India. 2. Is historical context. British colonial rule in India. During this period, India was under British colonial rule, and there was growing discontent among Indians due to various factors such as economic exploitation, political repression, and cultural degradation. The Indian National Congress and other groups were advocating for greater autonomy and self-governance. 3. Provisions of the Rowlatt Act 1. Detention without trial. The most controversial provision allowed the British government to detain individuals suspected of being involved in revolutionary or seditious activities without trial for up to 2 years. 2. Restrictions on freedom. The act curtailed freedom of speech, assembly, and press, granting the colonial government the power to suppress any form of dissent. 3. Special courts. Special courts were established to try cases related to the act, without the right to appeal. 4. Public outcry and protests. The Rowlatt Act met with vehement opposition from Indians across the country. Mass protests, strikes, and demonstrations were organized, reflecting the widespread anger against the oppressive provisions of the Act. Key figures. 1. Sir Sidney Rowlatt. The Act was named after Sir Sidney Rowlatt, a British jurist who headed the committee that recommended the enactment of the Act. 2. Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi emerged as a prominent leader against the Act. He advocated for nonviolent resistance and civil disobedience, organizing strikes and protests as a form of opposition. Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. One of the darkest chapters associated with the Rowlatt Act was the Jallianwala Bagh Massacre. On April 13, 1919, British troops under General Dyer opened fire on a peaceful gathering of Indians in Jallianwala Bagh, Amritsar. The massacre resulted in the death of hundreds and left a deep scar on Indian history. 6. International attention. News of the protests and the Jallianwala Bagh massacre spread internationally, leading to condemnation of British colonial policies and increasing pressure on the British government to reconsider its stance. 7. Repeal and impact. Due to the widespread public outcry and growing unrest, the Rowlatt Act was eventually repealed in 1920. Its impact, however, was significant. It highlighted the growing tension between the Indian populace and the British colonial government and further fueled the demand for greater autonomy and independence. 8. Legacy. The Rowlatt Act's legacy is twofold. On one hand, it stands as a testament to the oppressive measures imposed by the British government on the Indian population. On the other hand, it galvanized Indians to unite against injustice and inspired the larger movements for self-governance and independence. Conclusion. The Rowlatt Act serves as a poignant reminder of the struggle faced by the Indian people under colonial rule and their unwavering determination to seek freedom and justice. It played a pivotal role in shaping India's path toward independence and remains a crucial chapter in the nation's history.